Hi, everyone. I'm Emmanuel Brown, the co-founder of ChurchSpace, recently coined the Airbnb for churches by the Washington Post, and more recently by Essence Magazine. Look, being a pastor's kid was hard, sometimes really hard. And no, not just because my parents made me memorize Bible verses every night before I went to bed, or because they shipped me off to Bible camp every summer, but being a pastor's kid was particularly hard because my co-founder and I realized the burden that church real estate was to our parents. In spite of the nearly $1 trillion that's tied up in the church real estate equity, the average church building in America is empty nearly 70% of the week. And for about every dollar that's donated to the church, almost 80 cents to that dollar goes directly to the building overhead. And that's literally like walking around with a hole in your pocket. Church real estate is the largest, untapped, and most unexpected commercial supply source in America. And that's exactly why ChurchSpace exists. As a two-sided marketplace, we turn churches' underutilized real estate into on-demand commercial space for locals. Here's a quick snapshot of ChurchSpace in action. Meet Chef Julia, a local Houston, Texas, food entrepreneur and small business owner who was able to leave her overpriced ghost kitchen and rent on ChurchSpace for 9 times less. She booked a total of 5,600 hours on our platform and launched a virtual restaurant on Uber Eats and DoorDash. In turn, she was able to de-risk Pastor Andre Jones's church of foreclosure right after the pandemic. By sharing his underused commercial kitchen, he increased his revenue on our platform by 65% in less than 6 months and increased his building's utilization rate to 80%. We had over 6,000 users that signed up for our platform, eager to use church spaces all around the country. We quickly learned that churches are great commercial supply sources for meetings and gatherings just like this, and not just on Sundays, for events like weddings and funerals and corporate conferences. We help churches share their audio-visual capabilities, their musical instruments, and even their parking lots. We know that this can get really, really big. But we found our secret sauce in our ability to disrupt the $30 billion cloud kitchen industry by providing space for local chefs, bakers, and caterers through the underused commercial kitchen spaces in churches that sits empty throughout the week. This is our beachhead. Not even halfway through the year, we've seen a 50% increase in organic requests for commercial kitchens in churches without spending a single dime on marketing. Now, at this point, you may be asking, well, how do you make money? It's very simple. It's through a 20% take rate of every transaction booked on the platform from the demand side. Our top performing churches earned just under $40K on our platform last year. Some of those are expecting to double that this year. And we just secured a partnership to add 1,200 churches to the platform. Now, it's my absolute pleasure to introduce you to the rockstar team that's building the platform we wish our parents always had. My co-founder and I, Day, who have nearly 20 years of collective industry experience and a successful exit together, and Aaron Sampson, an ex-Google, ex-Deloitte, who's leading the technical charge. We currently have an open pre-seed round of which we are 50% committed to double down in our focus markets of Houston and Dallas, to onboard the backlog of churches, and to complete and launch version 2 of the platform this year. So just take a minute to look all around you. This room is filled with church leaders, people who go to church, or at least at best you know someone in this room who goes to church. If we miss this opportunity in time to not just reimagine, but to literally transform the way that churches interact with, are perceived by, and connect to their communities, we miss a critical redemptive moment to shift the history of the American church. In every single neighborhood, every single city of every state in this country. Thank you.